Pardon me. Oh,
Background noise.
Oh my god.
Right. Okay. So, Summer,
Hello.
give me a brief overview of what had occurred last session, please.
Well, Rue. Oh no, that's the wrong book. We travelled with some merchant peoples. Definitely tried to steal from them. Failed. Well, except for Laurel. More weird wolf things attacking us. Clarence made friends with a bear.
Yeah.
And he's fucking terrifying.
I'm adorable.
No. And now there's loads of bandits everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
And somehow we managed to roll like a record number of crit fails.
Yeah, but I fucking did, didn't I? Even pissed myself, didn't I? Fucking hell.
I think you might have pissed yourself twice, to be honest.
Hey.
Yeah, you did. It was a very unfortunate chain of events that occurred. That's for sure.
You say it like you didn't enjoy every second.
So you journeyed through the woods after exiting the druids. I forget what I named it now.
So it grow, true.
It was known as
Divine Gate.
The Druid's Pocket, which was an expanse that seemed to be home to the Druid Elder and had a series of vined gates. Once you passed through one into another, you found yourself quite a bit closer to Western than you had left ahead of you. I think it actually cut about 3 to 4 days off of your journey time.
Ooh.
So, that being in mind, you carried on through the woods to the main road, which was the road from Gatshadow to Western, and you came upon a blockade, which was occupied by some very unsavory human types that would like very much for your belongings, i.e. the convoy, for that to then belong to them. You was given the opportunity to give up the goods and have at it, and you could just carry on your merry way, or you could face the tip of their blades. Upon looking around the area and perceiving what was in front of you, there was about let me count them. I'm sure I did put a number down anyway.
I believe it was 11 total.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've written 8 twats, 11 in all.
Yes.
There you go. Oh yeah, there was 8 mooching about, 2 leaning against the side of the thing, and 1 person talking.
Yeah, so there was clearly a defining figure among the group that was a bit more confident than the others, and 2 more stocky individuals that seemed to be relaxing and leaning against some crates in the blockade, and then there were 8 hooded individuals sort of dotted around the area, almost just like mooking around, waiting for their chance. So, what would you like to do from here? If I move you over to the map, then you can see what you would be looking at. Apologies in advance, some of the maps might take a little while to load today. So, I mean, they're a fair distance from you at this stage, but they're close enough. A few of them have their bows at the ready, notched up and ready, just waiting for you to make up your mind.
Did we figure out if Shael has Fireball yet? Or some other big AoE spell?
Whoever was piloting the...
I believe it was Clarence.
Yeah.
It was me. I haven't leveled him up.
Okay.
I didn't realise I thought...
No. It should have been down to him, that's fine. I would say at this stage, probably not something he has prepared.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, I totally prepared that.
Well, I say we start off the fight with one person casting a very big area spell. Unfortunately, the biggest area spell is
so as soon
Ensnaring
as
Strike.
whoever begins to cast the right to cast a spell, they will see this as an act of aggression. Roll initiative.
Well, putting that one out there.
Whoop, whoop.
I just. Oh, okay, cool.
There's me.
Wait, does Shael have higher dex than our monk?
Shael has... I mean, not that I meta came in, but if he did, it'd be a +4.
Jesus Christ. Our wizard has the best dex of our group, and we have a rogue and a monk.
Hey, in this group, the barbarian isn't the strongest.
This is true. We need to keep an eye out for a belt or gauntlets or something for you.
No, fuck it, I like it. Like, I'm not even taking any ASIs, I'm just taking feats all the way.
Don't do much damage, but you do all kinds of weird shit when you do it.
Yeah, like I've taken Charger, I'm going to take Grappler. I just like the idea of this weak little barbarian gnome child restraining people and running up to them and just pushing them back.
Yep. Okay. Let's sort that out. Did you do Laurel there, Summer? Yep, you did. I can see that.
Yes.
Wunderbar. Okay. Well, in that case, Summer.
I'm just going to do what I said first of all and cast Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Where
are you casting it? What's the range? 60.
Yeah, and I want to maybe on this guy, like in the middle.
Where do you want it?
Put there. Hopefully that might be able to cover them all.
It is a 50-foot sphere radius, 15 foot.
Or like cover most of them. Wash them off. I don't know.
It'll get the scary ones at the very least.
Yeah, I reckon you can get these ones. Ish. We'll say that is currently darkened space.
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Or I'll start moving forwards a little bit.
Okay, well, you move your tone. Okay.
Do that there.
In spaces. Okay. Okay. The banded champion. Which one is that? will step out of the darkness.
No! Put him back!
1, 2, 3. Actually, where can he go? Let's see if he can actually reach you or not. Oh, he can totally reach you.
I made a big mistake.
Instantly regretting your life choices.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, they can't shoot through it without like knowing exactly where we are. So if we move,
So
we should
some
be
of them are going to hit each other.
maybe.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, it's essentially full cover from any direction, but it also means
I mean,
we
I
can't
might
hit
go-
anything in there.
I might have to go hide in it.
So the
Not a bad
more
idea.
stockier individual out of the two more bulky folk comes up out of the darkness, and he kind of charges rough and heavy towards you, and he does have a multi-attack, and you see him, his arms swing back behind him, both hands, as he swings with the warhammer. Oh, 5 misses. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Oh, he swings and goes slightly wide, not realizing how small your frame is compared to his own. Okay, got Lana.
Okay.
Ruffle, ruffle.
So, you know wind wall. If I cast that with someone from underneath someone straight up, would they go flying?
What spell, sorry?
Wind wall.
I would imagine there would be some sort of dex save or something along them lines.
I mean, they take bludgeoning damage anyway, but can I cast it?
Let's see what you cast. Is it an attack, or is it just?
It's a
straight
strength saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast it right here under this guy,
Okay.
and hopefully send him flying.
Go ahead and roll a straight arcana check. See what comes out. I will allow you to add your spell mod as well on top, just to see what the outcome is. If it's high enough, we'll say sure.
15.
What's your mod as your spell casting mod?
Spell casting modifier is. Please help. Is it a spell attack bonus? What do you mean?
Yeah. What's your spell attack?
6. So that would be 21.
21. Sure. Why not? I was aiming for 20. Okay. Yeah. So what does he need to do? Dex, is it?
Strength save. Yeah.
Strength save. Strength. Oh, that's a 23. That's a nat 20.
Bollocks.
I will say that. What does he take? Half damage if he saves, or
Half damage. Yeah.
Okay.
That Dolce, whatever it is amazing.
So do your 3d8. If you use these squared off brackets twice either side of the text in that spell, it will automatically roll that damage.
Hang on. I've managed to add it. 40.
Yeah. Okay. So half that. Did I give him any resistances? Okay, I will say because he made the save, you only move him 5 feet back. But
Better than now. And then I'm gonna get my flame blade ready.
Okay. Jirak.
Okay. I think. How far after me is? There's no bad guys. I'm going to delay my turn if possible, and just like purposefully have a lower initiative so that Kega goes before me.
Okay.
If I can.
Sure. You can swap your initiative with Kega's if you like.
No, because I actually. No, I prefer for us both to go at the same time.
Okay.
Otherwise, it
So
won't.
you're just
Rest
delaying
banding
your
works.
turn until
Yeah.
he's after his
Change it to-
action, or?
Well, if it's delaying the turn, do I get my turn later, or is it my action to delay the turn?
It's no. If you're holding your action, you're just.
No,
Holding
I
it
want
until-
to. I want to permanently reduce my initiative by like. So I'm basically after Clarence, or actually no, that's not Clarence. That's Laurel.
Sure. Why not? I'm not entirely sure how we can make that work, but okay. Yeah, we'll say after Clarence's turn is your turn.
Cool. I will change mine to 13, so it should automatically bump it down.
You want to go after Clarence, yeah?
After Clarence, before Kega.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, that's
Kega's
not.
a
No, sorry, that's Laurel.
12.
That's Laurel, not Clarence.
okay.
After Laurel, before Kega.
What have I done? There's always one. There we go. Okay. In that case, it'll be Shael's turn.
Shael
Yep.
will cast web inside the darkness.
We'll cast web, yeah?
Yeah, is the darkness is 20-foot cube, isn't it?
15-foot sphere.
Oh, okay. Web is a 20-foot cube,
Okay.
which centered on the same point. So it's centered between, like, anchored on this, and this. So it's kind of capturing the four that are in the darkness.
Okay. So you want like this.
Yes.
Okay.
And Mage Armor is an action, so I can't do that. Is his Blade Song a bonus action?
It should state, but I think it is.
Yeah, bonus action. So then he will start singing
Okay.
a beautiful elven song.
Okie dokie. Laurel, then, please, Summer.
She's got take a. Well, why are you not working today? In the aim of this guy.
The chunky dude.
Yeah.
Do we get the black truffle pepperoni? Was it black truffle pepperoni?
That's a miss.
Well.
Black truffle pepperoni. What's that?
Oh god.
Anything else?
And then the one without bitch in it is the odd.
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, it's Durak.
Okay. Now, where I need to be. So, I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Move to. Actually, I might go here. Just to be. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to extend the reach of my spear by 5 feet, and then make an attack against the big guy there.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark instead and be there.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. So Hunter's Mark. Mark that off. Spear attack. Oof.
Nope.
Ah, right. Well, at least the Hunter's Mark's there. And that is Jirak's turn.
Okie dokie.
Kega will. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to go. Oh, that's a bit in the way. There you go. The other side. And having run is going to make the prone thing. So, claw attack. I assume he's not a beast.
Nope. Well, he's a beast of a man, but he's not a beast.
Oh, do I have advantage from flanking, or is that not the right angle?
Not quite the right angle.
Okay, cool. Rather her be there than in the web. Okay, that's Kega's turn as well.
Okie dokie. So, have you got the spell card for Webball there? Because I'm not entirely sure of the specifics there, Clarence.
Sorry?
Have you got the spell card for Web there?
For web?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did that pop up in there?
Okay, thank you all.
So, yeah.
So each creature starts its turn in the web. Dexterity throw, restrain, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So let's do the bandits first. So the ones that are not currently in the web. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Jirak, 17 to hit.
That misses
Ooh.
with my new AC.
16 will miss. Then Kega for a 20.
I'll do it, yeah.
And that's 3 points of piercing damage for Kega. And does an 18 hit Summer?
Yep.
For 8 piercing damage, as the series of arrows just shoot from the bandits from almost every direction. 2 at you, Jirak, 2 at Kega, and 2 at Summer. 1 hits Kega and Summer, all the others kind of lay in the ground nearby. These need to do dexterity saving throws. So DC. What's the DC on the spell save?
For web?
Yep.
That is a good question. DC 14.
Okay. One of them succeeds, one of them fails. So we'll say he succeeds and kind of moves here. And dashes out the web, fires an arrow at Shael, which will miss for 10. The other... He's restrained. Okay, Clarence. The one that fired at Shael misses Shael and lands in the dirt just by Bluey's foot or paw.
Clarence will. Where's Bluey?
Behind you.
Behind me.
Just outside the screen, but behind you. So it'll be sort of like here.
He will run under Bluey's arm and cast Minor Illusion so it looks to cover him.
Okay, he looks like what?
He's cast Minor Illusion, so it looks like there's first, so it kind of obscures him.
Okay.
You trying to solid snake your way out of this?
Yeah, he's petrified. He's either fight or flight, and right.
So the bandit captain does succeed his save. Comes out by Summer. And as he comes over his shoulder, he swings a scimitar twice at you and reaches under and pulls a dagger just into your chest. 1, 2, 3. They actually hit. So, 19, 19, and 18.
For fuck's sake!
Sorry.
Oh god, that.
I wish I was lying.
Bruh.
So, I'll do the 2 blades. 2 blades. And 15 points of slashing damage with the scimitar as it slashes across your body twice, and 6 points of piercing damage as he jabs you in the gut with a dagger.
Yeah, I'm like 4 points health, so I'm gonna fucking die soon.
I can nod to my Simmers unconscious tally.
He needs to make a save. Oh, he's out, yeah. So you see this other, like, smaller, bulkier guy run around. It's like, brother, and comes round the back of comes round the back of Jirak.
See him try.
And he, being a little bit smaller, but he does make 2.
Is he a child?
It's hard to tell. I mean, he's definitely young for a human, but he's also quite bulky, but not as bulky as the other dude. So he swings at you one-handed with his warhammer. Both times are a 15, so they miss, I think. You said your AC is now higher. Okay, so some of them. Oh, clanky, clanky.
I'm gonna get off my screen. Hit the one in front. Which one attacked me last? This one.
Yeah, the captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. Prepare to die, bitch. So I'm gonna hit him with my quarter staff. 22.
22 will hit.
9 points of damage.
Yep, nice.
And then with my extra attack, I'm gonna fucking hit him again. With this one, does that hit?
No.
I want to die. How does stunning strike work? Do I actually have to hit them to be able to use it?
So
Or is it just...
You use a key point to cause the stunning strike action, I believe. So, yeah, on an attack that you hit.
Okay. So I'm just gonna use flurry of blows.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Usually you have to state that you're wanting to use the stunning strike before you...
I was going to use it with the second one, but then I saw the score and I was like, no. 9 and 25.
25 will hit.
6.
Yeah, nice.
Lovely.
Okay. Big dude. He's turn to you, Jared. Bandit. I've got too many bloody bandits. 1, 2, two-handed. As he does a whip around his head with his warhammer for an attack at you. Jarak. Oh, and a 16. So what did he fail at? 20. 13. Dexterity saving throw. Awful prone, your turn has ended. Okay. So, what was the DC? Forget. 15, he rolled a 14. So he is now prone. As he swings around, misses you, and swings a little bit too wide, loses his footing, and he kind of stumbles. And then with the weight of the hammer, he falls over onto the floor.
Nice.
Any attacks against him currently have advantage. Okay, got planner.
Right. Is this one here the captain?
He's the guy that's been doing most of the talking. All
Okay.
the others either seem to grunt or just nod.
Cool. So I want to move to about, by here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be a series of stupid sessions. I'm gonna say, hi there. We're the mercenaries. Looking after these guys. The people in charge of this, the behind us, next to the bears. Spare the bears and get those, because realistically, I'm not protecting them. Anything?
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion.
A what?
A persuasion.
We'll pray for you.
With disadvantage because you're already in combat with them.
Oh dear. Okay. Please, God. 10.
Let me do see what his. I'll do that one. I'll do skill check. That's not the right bloody check I'm looking for. He rolled a 9 intelligence. Kind of looks at you. So, are you suggesting I take the 2 little ones? As long as I leave the bears, the goods are mine.
Wow. We might be able to come to some arrangement for that, but yes, some of it would be.
I think I like the case of most of it, not some of it.
We'll come to an arrangement for this, but William and off, we might have a deal.
Looks at the guys with the arrows and just like draws up 2 fingers and then pushes it beyond you, and the bows of all the rangers aim at Fargrim and Obi. For now, it's Shael's turn.
Sorry. Is Shael aware of what's going on?
That depends on how loud Gotplana was in saying it. Was you being discreet, Gotplana, or was you being...
I was discreet, but so that Summer and Jarak could hear me.
Fair enough. Then in that case, Shael would need to make a perception check to see if he heard what was going on. I will say a DC 10 will be enough. I would imagine it's not going to be particularly. Yeah, sure. He knows. He cottoned on to what was going on.
So he will walk over here and sort of wink at them and pretend to start slashing.
What the fuck are you doing?
So you're swinging your blade around in front of them, just aimlessly.
Well, no, just sort of pretending to kind of, to be in battle, so that.
Oh.
And like winking at everybody, like, yeah.
Like really obviously.
I don't know. Would Shael be really obvious? I don't think he would be.
I don't know. No.
Clarence probably would. I don't think Shael would.
Okay. So, I would imagine Laurel, being a rogue, would also pick up on what's occurring. Jirak?
I'm following Lana's, I guess. I'm still got spear in hand. I'm not going to attack our allies because I don't think that's very good. Of there's an alignment one thing to portray, but I'm not going to stop them from manhandling the cart, I guess is the best way to describe it. I'm just stood there. If they try and betray us, I'll stab them, but
Okay.
at the moment not doing anything.
Kega then the same, I'm guessing?
Yes, yeah. Actually, Kega's probably going to move round
Okay.
to here, just so in a more protected position if stuff does go south.
Okay. In that case, the barrage of arrows fly over your heads in the direction of Fargrim and Obi, landing in the dirt by them, but surrounding them as they all begin to approach the carts and the bears. A handful of them go up to Fargrim and Obi and hold the blades underneath their chins. You can see Obi like looking confused and panicked. It's like, this was a bad idea. Believe me, you guys, this will come back on you. You are aware that Westron are expecting us, and they're expecting a convoy with merchants along tow. They know my face, and they know what to expect. We sent word ahead before we got here.
Honey, who said we're not rolling into Westron with the stuff and collecting your stuff for you? Bye.
Some of the bandits tried to tug at the bears and like try and like maneuver the straps, but like the bears are just not moving at all. They try and unbuckle some of the straps to take the carts off of them, but there's so many, it's taken them a long while, and you kind of almost hear Obi like chuckling to himself, and Fargrim's like, silly. It would take about 2 to 3 hours for them to unbuckle the carts from the bears. But if no one is intervening, that does occur.
Are we not taking the bears with us?
I mean, yeah.
I want to keep the bears.
I'm all about bears.
You want to try and coax the bears?
Not coax the bears. I think we should.
I think me and Blue are already mates.
Blue's
Blue's going to come with me.
Okay, who's trying to bring a bear or move the bear?
Shotgun.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
I think instead of trying to like get a bear, I'm just saying to the bandits like, "Oh, be careful, be careful. These things are vicious. They snap at you."
Really good.
Very dangerous, I promise.
So whoever is attempting to move the bears, I need you to make a animal handling check. All but Clarence have disadvantage.
Question. Can I take my potion of animal friendship?
If you want to take one of these non-aggressive bears, you can absolutely use it if you really want to. It's completely your choice.
Or if I change into a bear, could I growl at it and get them with me?
Oh my god.
You could most certainly try.
I'm bloody trying it.
Wait, can you turn into a bear now?
Hell yeah. A brown one. Can't do a black bear, but I can do a brown bear.
And all that time he was trying to get you naked and turn into a bear.
Jirak stops trying to help and walks away.
Badges.
So, just at this stage, it's Summer and Clarence and Goplana, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a straight animal handling roll. So,
great.
Clarence, you go to Bluey and you're stroking his big, fluffy head, pulling back his ears, really reassuring that you're his friend and he's to come with you and you're going to live happily ever after and you're going to look after him. as you do so, Goplana, you just hear like this cracking of bones and this morphing of form as Goplana turns into this big bear form and just growls. A black bear. Just growls behind you at these other bears. Unfortunately, all of the bears just kind of look in your direction, and they kind of just like give you that dozy-eyed, like vacant stare. They don't move.
Would we have known what we got them walking before from Obi and what's their face?
Nope. You heard Obi say something, usually in the mornings, to kind of get them on the way, but you can't recall like the pronunciation
Question.
quite right, or what the word actually was. Mm-hmm.
Even with my keen mind.
Even with your keen mind, the language that was spoken, you couldn't decipher what it was.
Who spoke?
Obi.
Is it Dwarvish?
It wasn't Dwarvish that was spoken.
What was it?
You don't know.
Well, I might be able to speak it.
I'm certain you can't. What languages can you speak?
Giant.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
That's it. It's the only language you can speak.
Common and Gnomish, I'll have you know.
Nope.
Oh. What about Goblin?
No, God. I speak awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one of the
language of the bears.
I speak Common August Dwarvish.
Yep. No, none of those.
Sylvian, Elvish, Halfling, and Druidic.
Yep. Unfortunately, none of those.
I speak all the other languages.
Shael speaks quite a few languages, I think.
No, he just has comprehend language.
Oh. Bugger.
What
Oh, well.
languages does he speak?
Just Elvish, Dwarvish, and Common.
I'm guessing it's like Celestial or some shit. And I don't think any of us speak Celestial.
Maybe Primordial or something.
Fuck it, leave the bears, take the stuck.
By this point, both Obi and Fargrim are completely tied up and gagged by the rest of the bandits. The two brute bandits and a few of the others are like taking the crates off, and it's taking about 3 of them to lift these crates. They're extremely heavy. And they're kind of like shuffling them onto the floor into like their own stockpile, and they're kind of like ripping off some of the timber to look inside the boxes and see what's in context of there. Is anyone else having a rummage in the boxes or anything like that?
DM.
Laura will.
Mm-hmm.
Senor DM.
Yep.
Out of game, the guy that plays the Dwarvish character.
Yeah.
Was he supposed to join our group?
No, he
like,
was only a guest.
Was he? He was just a guest for a couple of.
He was meant to guest last week and this week.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So we're not like breaking the game by killing him.
No.
Okay. Clarence feels bad.
Lana doesn't.
Lana's an opportunist.
Oh, she definitely is.
So yeah, who else is having a look in boxes?
Just Laurel, I think.
Where's Clarence? Clarence is Sunday. Clarence is going to go over to the tied up dwarves and apologise.
Okay. So
I just want you to know that I've got nothing to do with this, but I can't. Like, it's just me. I'm just a small baby. What can I do against all these bandits and everyone?
As Lana goes and like tries to break into one of the crates.
Lana's doing what?
Laurel. Sorry, Laurel.
Laurel.
I need her and one of the brute bandits. This also happens to as well, but I need her to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
It's a high DC. Oh, is that your roll? 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fails.
Oh no.
The bandit brute. Oh, he succeeds. So as you open up, you hear a
Snakes!
as this green smoke comes out of two of the boxes that has been opened. The brute bandit manages to kind of stumble backwards and miss the outcome. Laurel takes 15 points of poisoning damage.
Shit.
Sorry, it's not poison, it's acid. Okay. Inside the boxes, you see a lot of extremely heavy pieces of raw silver ore. They just look like boulders, essentially. Even carrying a small boulder would be a two-handed job. It's not something that you can just carry one in one hand. They're rather heavy.
How many can we fit into the bag of holding?
How much does bag of holding weigh?
I don't know. You didn't tell us.
What's a generic bag of holding?
I believe it's 500 pounds off the top of my head, or 5,000, one of the two. £500, yeah. Bag can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. If you want to, try and figure that out.
So you can carry. What's the average carrying weight?
Like, shut up.
You could probably carry a boulder each, and that be enough for the. Well, actually, no, because like the larger boulders that are in there probably take two people to carry with both hands. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. You could probably get 4 boulders, and that would probably be 3 in the bag. Or no, you could probably fit 4 of those in the bag. They're easily a couple of hundred. They're probably about £100 or so, maybe less, maybe more.
Okay, I say we chuck 4 in the bag, and I can carry one as well. I'm jacked as well. My carry weight is 19 times 15. So,
Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
How inconspicuous will we be walking around with boulders of silver and gold?
Just carrying it around, not very.
Yeah.
Other than the one boulder that Laurel had, which was like a two-handed job, which was the smallest one actually. All the others are probably 4 times the size of that, and take like you would have to carry like between 2 people. So if you're carrying a boulder through the town, like 2 people holding this very large raw piece of silver through a town would be pretty conspicuous. I think you would definitely get noticed.
I mean, but that's a normal thing people do in Westeros.
I've got an idea. So what we do is we take the 3 or 4 that we can fit in the bag, take them into Westruun, find a person who wants to buy it, and say, we have another one, and that other one is one I'm carrying that we've hidden in a bush outside.
Wait, can I minor illusion so that the thing looks like I don't know, something else, just a rock?
How long does your minor illusion last? And most certainly, I wouldn't put it past.
That is a good question. It's a cantrip, so I doubt very long.
I see. But you could keep repeating it and it not be much of a burden.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Does anyone have silent image?
No.
Or another, like, bigger...
Just to give you an estimation of what they would class as a boulder weight size, it's usually estimated average of 175 pounds per cubic feet. So I would say these are probably 90 to 120 pounds.
I could make a 5-foot cube of boulders look like a chair.
What's your intelligence?
Mine?
Yep.
Oh God, man, not great. I mean,
the-
by not great, I mean shit.
How easy it is to see through the illusion is dependent on your intelligence and your intelligence alone, which is a bit worrying.
Oh yeah. I mean, this
let's
is
hope we
the
find
worst
it,
chair.
Yeah, they have to make an investigation check to see through it. Let's hope we just bump into a load of dumbasses.
Does suggestion work on bears?
That depends.
I think suggestion you have to share a language.
Does not say that.
Doesn't it?
No. I've been reading this and it does not say share a language.
That was the evilest laugh I've ever heard.
No, it says you suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. I think you're thinking of command, which doesn't require any kind of.
No, I just missed the understand you.
Right. But I know for a fact
any
command doesn't
rocks?
do that, so you can just command a bear to piss itself if you want.
No.
Anyone have command?
Just random rocks.
Shael.
Little less.
No, but you can make it invisible.
You're still weighted though, isn't it?
Yeah, but we can carry it and just look really mental.
I've just got an image of everyone walking in just like holding something invisible.
Just holding nothing on their back, but just really weighed down by it.
Okay, right. Jirak has come up with an idea. Ollie's not a fan of it. Jirak proposes Operation Pregnant Lana.
Is this you trying to see naked again?
Where we put one of the boulders, like up Lana's top, whatever, and I carry her into town, like, quick, move out of the way. She's giving birth. No one's going to look twice. It's a good idea. I promise.
I mean, you guys don't have the bears, but they're still carts. You know that, right?
Oh, pardon?
They-
It's still carts.
Yeah.
Oh, can anyone summon a horse?
I can be a horse.
That works.
Are the gnomes still scared of me?
Well, Fargrim's a bit, unsure. Obi wasn't really part of what occurred.
Can I skip up to Fargrim, swing in my warhammer joyfully,
Okay.
and just be like,
See him kind of like flinching a bit.
"How do I talk to the bears?" I'm just skipping around him.
It's like you need to talk to Obi.
No, Obi doesn't like me. You talk to Obi. Tell me how to.
I don't know how to talk to bears.
Tell me how to talk to the bears. Tell me how to talk to the bears.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation.
Oh boy.
When you wanted good RP from Mesnick.
Can I use strength? Can I intimidate him with
Yes, you
strength?
can, yeah, of course.
Oh, fucking hell.
This is great.
That's a 24.
You see, like tears welling up in his eyes. His face begins to go like a bright red, and then you see this dark, soily patch like emerge from the ground as you can smell urine. He's like, I don't know. I really
minor
don't.
illusion a cloth upon his groins. He's not embarrassed. And then I say, "Oh, come on, you want to tell me. Speak to Obi.
Only Obi knows.
But he's your friend. Talk to him. You ask him.
He's not my friend. We just travelled together.
Well, then
Oh,
you know him.
if you don't ask him, I'll kill you.
Please. No, he's right there. He can hear you. Just Obi, please.
Obi,
And you just,
if you don't tell him, if you don't
just
tell me, I'll
see
kill him.
Obi, like he's like rummaging in his back pocket and he's wriggling about a bit.
Lana's gonna kick his hand out the way.
How do we talk to the bears? How do we talk to the bears? How do we talk? How do we talk to the bears?
Kind of just
How do we
spits at
talk
your
to the
feet.
bears?
It's like,
How do we
I
talk to
will
the
not
bears?
tell you anything, little.
Can I would like to make an attack roll at his foot, please.
Go ahead.
Is he restrained?
He's currently restrained, yes.
So I'd roll with advantage.
Indeed.
No,
Are you gonna fucking kneecap him?
I'm going to crush his foot.
Oh my god.
It's a 17.
Kneecapping hurts a lot more and it's harder to heal.
Okay.
Just saying.
Like I said, I'm not very clever.
Go ahead and roll your damage, because it hits.
4.
Yeah.
That was a 1.
Okay.
How do I talk to the bears? 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 How do I talk to the bears?
Child.
How do I talk to the bears?
He's just like flopping around, like just in like this mess of pulp on the floor.
Yeah.
And he's like just underneath the gag is like just bawling, but he's like,
how do I talk to the bears? How do I? And I gently rub
you gently what?
my warhammer on his other foot. As I say that, how do I talk to the bears? How do I talk to the bears?
And he goes, I'll tell you how talk. And he just then like looks at you, and you see almost like, when you kind of stub your toe.
Yeah.
For like the first sort of minute and a half, you're like, you fucking bastard, ow, ow, ow. And then the pain subsides. This is that moment. And he opens his mouth and he goes, and one of the bears, Bluey, like
No!
his eyes just like go really wide. And that sort of dopey look turns to fury, and he looks at Obi and then looks at you.
No, but we're friends. Don't do this to me. You can't do this to me.
Are you doing anything?
Bluey! And I've got my arms outstretched.
Okay.
Have fun re-rolling a new
New
character.
character.
Story. Let's do. No, that's not how you spell bear.
Why are you doing this to me, though? You know I love that bear.
One, two, three, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm never going to find that sheet again now. Does a 16 hit?
Does a what, sorry?
Does a 16 hit?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, God. Does a 13 hit?
Oh, no.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
No. My AC is 15. Does he get disadvantage on these attack rolls?
Damage not come.
Great friends.
Sorry?
Does he have disadvantage on these attack rolls because we're such great friends and he reluctant?
I don't think it works like that. So he swings, like as you open up your arms and move towards him, he kind of goes up on his hind legs and slaps you down both like 2 times with his hands. And as he does so, with his paws, and as he does so, he kind of like tries to like bite at one of your hands as well. He misses your hand, but he does catch you with both his paws. I'm trying to find the bloody damage because it's emptied the not populated damage for me, which is always useful.
Is it a bite or claws? Because there's it right now.
Character sheet. It was the claws. It's 2d6. We'll say you take the average, so that's 2 lots. So that's 22 points of damage. As these 2 bear claws come beating down on you.
Bluey, no!
But it's strange because after he's done that, the eyes shrink again, and he goes back to his like placid, but he's like right by you.
I know you didn't mean it, Bluey. I know you didn't mean it.
And he says, "If I die, he will kill you."
It'll be worth it. Fucking.
I say we cut out his fucking tongue.
Mm. Oh, he needs to tell us how to start the bear.
Yeah, but
And
every
then-
time he does, he's gonna do that.
Can I
So,
repeat the words that he said?
You can roll.
Wait, how much damage did I take?
22 points of damage.
Is that it?
Is that it?
I'm gonna stand like between Bluey and Clarence in a sort of misguided attempt to stop him from being
more
mauled.
people in this area, and that's occurred. Can you do perception checks for me, please?
Who, me?
Anyone that's in this area?
Which area?
Well, the area around surrounding Bluey, Obi, and Fargrim.
The area of fun.
The fun zone.
I know nothing.
Ellie, you see Obi's still rummaging around the back of his.
I'm going to step on his hand again.
DM, point of interest.
Mhm.
Are the bandits still around?
Oh yeah, they're just now like being purely entertained by what's occurring.
Are you not entertained?
Well, actually, only half of them are. It would seem that the 3 carts that were being unloaded, like at least 80% of what was there is not in view now.
Can I make a history check to see if I remember what I said?
Yeah, go ahead. I was wondering if it was going to be history or if it would be something else. But...
Can I give it a go as well?
Sure. Okay. You do remember what was said, Clarence, but I would need you to do a performance check based on whether or not you can repeat it.
Cool. Seeing as I remember what it was, could Shael cast Comprehend Language?
Could.
Or is that just written?
Does it?
And it's literally the meaning of
You hear or understand? Yep. Yeah, it could do.
Yep.
How?
I feel like that's what Shaya would want to do.
It does. It does manage to pick up that it is celestial.
Yeah.
And that it means, I'm your master. Protect me.
Oh, so I could say that, and he would be my.
You have to be his master.
Oh.
With a history check of 20, would I remember what he said to get the bears moving?
You could try and you could try a performance check and repeat exactly how it was said. Yes.
Oh, God. Please, God, don't screw me. 18.
Yeah.
Mm.
You remember what was said. Shael kind of looks at you and like shakes your head, but as you say it, the bear kind of looks at you, but then looks at Obi, and then looks at you, and then looks at Obi again and doesn't move.
What language is it, Shale?
It's celestial.
Ah, I called it.
So does he now speak Celestial?
He doesn't now speak celestial. He can
For
understand.
the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language.
He can
Right.
understand. Yeah.
It takes about minutes to read a text. So it's not like I can speak.
No, you
Celestial
just comprehend
for-
it. You can just understand what's being said and read.
Well, that's a bit shit.
It's almost like a Google Translator,
Okay.
but in one way. Like someone's speaking French at you, but all you hear is English.
Okay. Understood.
But yeah, you kind of, once you repeat the words Goplana, Shael's like, they're not the words that you're saying them right, but it has the symbolic meaning that only Obi will be able to control these beasts.
Shit. Fuck it, let's go on.
Well, the beasts? No, don't kill the
No,
bears.
not the beer. Is Summer next to me or anyone close to me?
I don't know. Summer,
I'm
you
pretty
involved?
sure I was. Oh, where's everyone off to? Are they all by
I'm over here,
little?
standing on Obi's foot.
Yeah, I think
Hand
most
even,
people
sorry.
are now. Most people are sort of like all around here.
I'm still over here.
I'm going to throw a Cure Wounds on you, Summer.
You're gonna throw it at me? Brilliant.
Yeah, aren't you lucky?
Oh, good for me.
Oh, ignore the 4 piercing damage.
Bro.
What about me? I've just been mauled by a fucking bear.
Oh.
Yeah, and you said, "Is that it?" So I don't think you're fucking worrying.
I'm a child. I'm a baby.
You're 35 years old.
Yeah, I'm barely a teenager.
For fuck's sake.
Do you reckon
Not
literally younger than you? He's not. No.
So are you having done with these two fellows?
Well, Summer's going to turn around to Obi and sort of whisper, I'm going to have fun wearing your face.
Okay.
And then fuck him over with this longsword she's got in her thingamabob.
Sure, no worries.
And
So,
Clarence is going to stand in front of them to like try and hide it from the bears.
They're both like restrained now. After like the bear attack, and Goplana just kind of kicking his hand away and kind of like preventing him from doing much else. You swiftly have done with both Fargrim and Obi. Once Obi's final breath takes place, you see like this like glowing blue pale orb that kind of comes up and glows through his throat and like comes out of his mouth and drifts off up into the sky.
Into my mouth.
I throw Clarence in the air so he can catch it.
Doesn't seem to have any like residual grasp. It's not something you can hold. Kind of, you go to bat at it, and it kind of just passes through your hand. So you have now 3 bandits kind of now like rummaging and like rushing to pack as much of this like ore into like burlap sacks, but it would seem that all of the other boxes and crates have been emptied and there's like no sign of the bandit captain or the brutes.
There's no sign of them.
It seems as you were being preoccupied dealing with both Fargrim, Obi and the bear, that they've done off with the majority of the goods.
Can we just pack random rocks into it to try and make it look like
Hang on.
everything's in there?
If we take is about 20% left of it?
There was at the time, I would say, after your interrogation process, probably a lot less now.
And there's still bandits there.
There's like 2 bandits
and enough for the pregnant
holding
thing?
like a big burlap, and they're kind of like trying to shovel this like remnants of other bits in, and they're trying to like tag it or like move it onto one of the carts, but can't seem to quite lift it at this stage.
Should we kill them?
Fuck it. Do it.
Yeah, I throw my spear at one of them.
Okay. So you kind of run up to the remaining 2.
No, not run up. I'm gonna like javelin throw.
Okay.
30-foot range. I believe it is. And so, like, as I throw it, I'm then gonna let go and start sprinting.
Okay.
To try and catch it.
As it lands in them, I want to be able to like catch it as it hits.
Yeah.
I've got an idea in my head, but
so that hits.
hell yeah.
So kind of
That's what it needed to be.
What you see is
Nice.
Thank you.
Sexy.
This is kind of what you see left, like just these 2 individuals.
It's just those 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I say we kill one, interrogate the other, figure out where they were, and then smoke them out of whatever cave they live in. Then we get best of both worlds.
I'm here for that.
We can go back with the guards and inform the guards that we're attacked.
No. Because then when they inevitably capture the bandits and say, hey, what happened? They say, oh yeah, these mercenaries showed up and said, help us kill our bosses and we'll let you have the silver.
Then we'll be like, who do you believe?
Well, one of them died from the javelin, so.
No. Okay. And then I'm gonna like take the spear out of his corpse and sort of just like get in the way. I want to be like round the other side of him, so that if he tries to run, I'm basically just gonna try and make him not run away.
Okay.
Can I go for the other one? Where am I?
Don't kill him. Go for the kneecaps.
Where am I? Up here. Where is he? Which one's left? This one. Yeah, no, I got him. I'm gonna run up. I got this. I got this bad boy. Yes, bruv. I'm gonna come here. I will. So I'm gonna dash, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna smack him.
Okay. Like bare hand or with your hammer?
With my hammer. It's sort of like a Superman punch, but I jump into the air over my head.
Okay.
No, non-lethal. We need to figure out where they live.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
You don't know
non-lethally.
Non-lethally smash his skull into a million pieces.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is non-lethal damage.
Go ahead and roll.
Do I get advantage because I'm flanking?
Yes, you do. 20 will
So is
hit.
it a dirty 20?
Yeah. If it's more than double, regardless if you say that it's non-fatal, it's fatal. If it's half or like his hit points, then I'll say it's non-fatal.
If it's half his hit points.
If it's like below what his hit points is, or like outrightly it's his hit points, then I would say it's non-fatal. If it's double his hit points, then it's fatal. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Yeah. So okay, he's dead. I mean, no, he looks pretty beat up, like severely beaten up. Like his like arm is dislocated from the impact to the armor, and it kind of like looks at you, and you could just about see like the bottom part of his face from being hidden at the hood.
I grab his dislocated arm and just start twisting it. Hey, where'd you live?
Can I just say this
Just shakes
isn't the
his head
time
at
to be
you.
flirting.
Just shakes his head at you.
I continue to twist the arm, and I'm gonna beckon for Clarence to like. Now, in my mind, I have an image of like a feral midget like chewing on people's kneecaps.
It's me.
As you twist his dislocated arm, he doesn't really give like a verbal, like painful grasp. It's more like a guttural pain, like deep down in his throat, not verbally.
Oh shit! They've cut out his tongue.
God damn it! That was our idea.
Does he have a tongue? Can I open his mouth to see if he's got
pull down his mask.
I mean, he looks normal, apart from he's partially sighted in one eye.
He's short-sighted.
He's partially sighted in one eye. Like one eye is kind of like got like a scar, like within the iris, so you can see that there's like a discoloration.
Can you open their mouths to see if he's got a tongue?
I do that.
I mean, he's got one hit point. He doesn't really put up much of a fight, and yeah, I mean it's gross. Go ahead and if you're checking,
he is not brushed.
If you go ahead and checking, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Is it that bad?
It is pretty grim.
It's a 21.
Yeah, it doesn't faze you. You've seen people without tongues before.
Yeah, bitch.
Well, he might be mute, but he can still point.
Take
In
me
fact,
to a leader.
why don't we take him with us?
Why don't we just
like a
follow the
little
cart
lead?
track?
In
Are there
response to
cart
that,
tracks
he
to
kind
the
of just holds up.
place?
He just holds up his other hand, and you see that there's like a
I stop whatever he's trying to do.
I mean, he's got one hit point. Yeah, okay. He kind of holds out, and you just stop his hand.
Was he trying to kill himself?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't know.
I thought he was...
What's on his hand? Is it?
Seems to have some sort of tattoo on his hand.
Oh no.
It looks.
What does the tattoo look like?
It almost looks like the number 4, like an elongated 4, or like almost like a sideways 8. It's kind of hard to work out
shit.
what the symbol is.
Double shit.
What is it?
Can Jarek make a history check to see if he knows?
Yeah, sure.
It should go well. +1. Here we go.
Nope.
Laurel might know.
Laurel would probably know straight off the bat.
Should I give her a good old roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're a cheeky history check.
Oh, cheeky, cheeky. 17.
So Laurel steps forward and she's like, I know what that is, Chuck. That's the clasp.
Shit.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with them.
Now she's an Aussie.
Well,
I
look,
wanna
I'm
fuck
not
with
a
you.
woman and I'm not northern. Well, not that far north.
Northern. Just say
No,
pets
nothing.
at the end of every sentence, you'll be right.
Up
No,
to
I said
shop.
duck.
They're up to shop. Yeah.
She calls everyone duck.
Cup
Duck.
of tea.
Okay.
Ducky.
Very good. No, see, if I say things like that, I sound like I'm from Somerset. Right. Anyway, yeah. So she reveals that it's a mark of the clasp.
What's the class?
The clasp, she tells you, is a faction, a very large, lucrative, very well known in the underworld of criminal activity and espionage and spies and thieves, all sorts of unworldly and unsavory characters.
Do you know mine and Shale's backstory?
I know a little bit, yes, in terms of your criminal activity, yes.
So would we know anything
You
or
know,
have any contacts?
You would know of the clasp, but this doesn't look like a clasp symbol that you've come across.
Okay.
There's usually within like the character sheets. Within like the clasp, you know that there are different like ranks of individuals, and usually high ranking class members have their own sigils, their own symbols to kind of mark who works for them. They're known as spilings, and spilings are usually much they kind of separate their workers to do their individual tasks. So if one class member from a different spiling knows another, they kind of then would identify each other with each other's marks. So it's almost like vampire houses in a sense.
It's like a regional manager.
Yeah. So they belong to a particular spiling.
Something
Right.
tells me that Big Boss Man just there was a spiling.
Right, so we've got two options as far as really we have three. We A, go and fight big bad arsehole. We B, we go into town and we put all our weapons in the bag of holding, and we play the we were attacked card, and
We don't have to play the attack card. We could just say we came across the car.
do we want sympathy though?
We saw people would have seen us leaving Joran with them.
Yeah, so we play the we were attacked and we can hold them off card, and or we can split our differences and run away with the orb.
Nah, I like Western. Let's do the let's
go for B.
attacked. Yeah.
B?
Should we rough ourselves up a bit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I smack my head into a tree as hard as I possibly can.
I am then gonna smack Jurek's tree against the tree again.
That was unnecessary.
I will do
you
the
want
same.
people roughed up or not?
Fine. I sort of have a slightly too aggressive play fight with Kega and just get a couple of claw marks in.
Mm-hmm.
Get my hair all tousled up.
Yeah.
I'll use a primal strike on myself.
Okay.
Is that the one where you turn your hand into a bear claw and then just?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
like straight across my cheek, kind of.
Bless you.
Oh, there you go.
I think we should make sure that the wounds we do get are, like, they don't look like they were done by, primal savagery, for example.
We have bears.
Yeah, but the bears
and
are on our side.
lion.
I mean,
But the problem is that they are on, like, they're only using weapons.
Who has weapons then that will not kill us? I'm not asking you, Clarence.
I mean, I can throw some darts at you. Might look like you've been pierced. They had arrows.
Yeah.
True.
It's not bad. I mean, all we have to do is make it look the real deal, right? So maybe just a light puncture wound here and there.
Okay.
Maybe I'll like cut myself on the back of my hand or something to make it look like I've deflected a scimitar strike.
I've got some daggers, so I can.
Is there a sword on the floor? Or it's like a scimitar?
Oh, we killed 2 guys. I'm sure they have their stuff.
Yeah, so the bandits that are you killing the other guy that's not talking?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
So he didn't have a tongue, did he?
No.
He didn't have a tongue. Doesn't mean he can't communicate.
Yeah, I'm thinking Clasp we're going to have like a sign language type deal.
Let's kill him anyway.
Yeah, he was a bad guy. And we take his body with us.
Yeah.
As evidence that we were attacked by the Clasp.
Okay.
Why don't we just rip off the bit of skin that has the weird little...
We're not
Just his hand.
savages.
Just cut off his
Hey.
hand.
Sorry. What about
Durac says as he slits the throat of a man.
All right then.
So you find the poorly made scimitar on the individual and a regular short bow. And there is among them 50 silver pieces. Sorry. The one that you've just kind of like slit his throat is wearing probably the only decent like studded leather armor that's on either of the ones that you've just killed, and it's still in decent repair. It's like a tanned looking colour studded leather. It seems in good repair.
Clarence, what is your... how do I say this in game terms? What is your... on a scale of 1 to 5, how dexterous are you?
On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm probably a 2.
Okay. Because I'm thinking this studded leather armor might be better for you than
No.
walk around bare-chested. Are you sure?
Yeah, because what stud is 13 plus dex?
13 plus dex. Oh, it's the same then, isn't
It's
it?
the same, yeah.
No, we could get you some half plate.
No, I like my chest out.
That's a normal thing to hear from a 15-year-old boy. Okay.
I kind of puff my chest out a little bit.
So we look sufficiently beaten up at this point, I assume.
Can I roll around in the mud a bit?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm.
Right. So I say we march into Western, notify the guards we were attacked by the Clasp, maybe have a little nap, get ourselves back up in tip-top shape.
So Shael has he had dealings with the class?
A section of the Clasp, he would have had more. It's almost like the Clasp is like a cut above, like regular.
The common street ranks.
Yeah.
But would he know whether the class has in with like the City Watch?
Most cities would have would probably likely be taking backhanders from criminal activity to make sure that they are able to maintain their business without confrontation or disruption. So yeah, without a doubt, I would imagine there are a few individual guards that may be taking payment or bribes,
Hmm.
but you don't know
Maybe-
necessarily. You would know that from experience, that where you have been from with JL, that has generally been the case.
So Shia would mention this to the guys and just say, like, we need to be careful because if we mention what they call the clasp, there will be people in the city watch who know them and will know the truth.
We just say that we were attacked then. Bandits? We don't know. They got off with most of the stuff, but we managed to keep ourselves safe, just retrieve this last little bit.
No, that's ours. We don't mention that.
But we need to have something to show them.
No,
And then get a reward for giving it to them.
Do all class members have a bounty on their head, or is that more of a... It's a bit risky to do that because you can just sort of kill someone and put a tattoo on their hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they would have to be known to the bounty office as the individual themselves. So just taking like a tattooed hand or a piece of tattooed skin probably wouldn't be enough to identify an individual, because again, people can copy and intimidate.
Okay, well, I say we work, like you said, 20 minutes outside of Western.
Yeah, it takes you about 20 minutes to get to the front end of the residential outside space. But if you continue walking through, you'll soon get there. The road soon enters the residential homes. As you look forward and to see Western, you approach the city of Western. Although there's significant damage to some of the structures, Westron and its tall city walls and massive visible tower of Yemenor Observatory from within the Scholars Ward of Westron, it's a sight of wonder for anyone who has yet to visit. You pass the main gate into the city and you see a series of shield guards each side of the entrance as you pass. You enter.
Are we telling them?
It's up to you.
Are we telling the guards what happened?
I mean, we're carrying a corpse with us, I think.
Okay.
So it's also, how many boulders of silver did we get in total left?
Laurel had one hand size, so probably half of what you've got, and then you've got 4 others.
Sorry, dear. What happened to the bears?
The bears did not move.
Well, we would not have left the bears.
I would have left the bears.
I would have left those.
A useless animal.
This is where Clarence leaves the party.
Bye.
You've either left them behind because they didn't move, or you would have skinned them alive and
wore them as coats.
Indeed.
I mean, would they have answered us now that their master is dead?
Nope.
Oh man,
they are really dumb fucking animals.
They're like ducklings. Like they bond to one person at birth, and they literally cannot follow orders from anyone but that person for the rest of their life.
Can we impregnate the bears then?
Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell! Okay, right. My.
I think you're getting a little bit too friendly with Bluey over there.
Yeah, you're getting a bit.
Whoa! I didn't mean I meant the 2 bears. Was there a male and female bear? Could we make a baby?
They
all aren't listening to you.
For as close as you got, Clarence, they're all male.
and I would have inspected.
Mhm.
He's a curious teenager.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Back to the
Oh,
noble.
shut up!
You should see the things this kid gets up to, and you.
You know, like the draft excluders that you put on the bottom of the doors, the really long
Fucking kill this
pillows.
cat.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what.
Oh.
all of them.
Oh yeah.
I will keep one as a pillow.
Fucking hide under that.
A bare penis.
Yeah.
So I need you to say the whole statement in one go.
Before I do, can I tell you a story about when I played a Druid League game? And we fought a Minotaur, and after we killed the Minotaur pirate, I announced that I would take its penis as a weapon.
For fuck's sake.
The DM concluded that if I stroked it, it would be classed as wood, and I could cast Shillelagh on it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
dear.
DM.
Yes.
Before we left the group,
Yes.
Lana would have untied Obi and what's his face and
Yeah.
taken the rope with us.
Okay. Good to know. So, as you enter the walls and begin to pass the shield guard, like you see like some of their heads like looking at each other, but they don't really seem to stop you from like dragging this dead body, but they kind of look at each other like in confusion that this is occurring. But at the same instance, it's probably not the first time that a dead body has been dragged through the body through the gates of Western.
And Lana's gonna turn to her like, excuse me. Which way is it to the Lord Master? We've had a long day.
What is it, peasant?
You see, we were travelling on the road, and we were supposed to be looking after these people, but these people attacked us with one of the people. We managed to kill them, and it's the person that one of my friends here are dragging.
No, stop. All I heard was people, travelling people.
That's pretty much what we said.
Yeah.
Look,
I hold out
guard.
the dead guy's hand and say, "We're
Explain
jumped
the
by
body.
these fuckers."
We were travelling with some merchants.
And is this the merchant
God
you're
bless their
carrying?
souls. No, God bless their souls, were killed by this man and his posse. We would like to speak to someone higher up than yourself, someone who can actually do something, rather than someone who's just going to spit vile. If you wouldn't mind.
Sarah, don't annoy the man, please. He's only gonna help.
And he kind of like he's quite a built guard, as you would expect. He kind of almost grazes past you, Gotplana, to Summer, and is like, great, another one.
Excuse
What's your
me.
kind doing down here, Tiefling?
Oh boy, you need to step the fuck back.
Is
Racist.
racist.
He's
I'm
no longer
offended.
a nice man.
What I would
want the
like-
Master now.
What I would like is the name of your employer,
I'd like to
and
speak to you
I'm
about
going to be putting in a formal complaint because you, sir, are disgusting.
He stands easily about 1.5 feet taller than you, Summer, as he arches over the top, like almost like forcing his energy down upon you, and it's like, you have no place here. You do not question our authority. And he kind of looks at the others, and the other guards you can hear go, and you're now barricaded in with these guards surrounding you. It's like, the body, we'll take the body, we'll report your so-called attack.
If you don't report it and you dispute, I will find out about it.
Well, so I would like to speak to your manager, please.
Don't question us.
I'm not. I'm saying I'd like to speak to your manager. I'd like to take this.
You think we would entertain those that travel with devils and these
The only devil I see here,
abominations?
sir, is you.
Clearly, you have not
Cheeky, sir.
been this far south.
Do you not like tieflings?
Tieflings are responsible for much of the scourge on this land.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, neither did I, otherwise I wouldn't have fucking come.
She's one of the good ones. I've only seen her kill about 12 people.
There is one scourge on this plane, and it has scales. We will be on our way, and I'm going to start dragging the corpse. Like, I'm going to try and muscle my way through the barricade.
I mean,
are they surrounding us, or they're just barring entry?
You've literally got about 4 guards, one side, and 4 guards the other, and you've got beyond them, you've got obviously a series of other guards that are kind of sort of seeing what's going on, but they don't really seem to be responding as such. But as you kind of go to drag the body and kind of head down and continue through, you almost are stopped, something stopping you from carrying on, and you see 2 of the other guards have one dislocated arm in one hand and the other arm in the other, and they kind of just look at you shaking your head, and the one that's been primarily talking is we said we'll deal with it.
Yes, well, I find it quite difficult to actually trust a thing that comes out of your mouth. So we will deal with it on our own terms. Now let us go.
We either deal with it or we deal with you.
Deal
No
with
one
me.
enters
When
these
I actually
walls
become a
until we
problem,
say.
when I become a problem and I do something you do not agree with, then fine. Deal with me all you like.
We can't simply have these peasants travelling through with a devil into our city with a dead body.
Answer me this, guard. She's going to hold up this dead person's hand and go, is this one of your little friends?
What do you take me for? Some sort of fool?
Shia will cast suggestion and say, this isn't the you're looking at.
Ow. Don't you fucking dare, Cal. I'll kill you. Get your hand out, man.
It's going to have to be that because...
Oh my fucking god, you are such a dick. Piss off!
Sorry.
He keeps trying to tip my bin over. Not funny. Yeah, that's right, you hide.
That was a nat 20, by the way.
In what?
For his save against suggestion.
Oh. So he fails it?
He failed. No, he succeeded.
I think you'll find he fails. I cast suggestion on the DM.
So he kind of just looks at you as doesn't really respond much to what's being said. It's if you want to enter the walls, you'll leave the body. We will deal with it. Otherwise, no one enters.
Bodies on the fucking roof, you prick.
I mean, I want to be honest, we leave the body, so what?
Cool, let's go.
No, then the crime disappears. Although that's not really a problem.
So the crime disappears, no one... DM, this is out of character.
We're not just having this chat.
Yeah. So the crime disappears, no one realises we instigated it. Big whoop.
Out of character, fuck it, let's go.
Oh, we could get framed though. How good are we all at running away?
I think I'm pretty good at running away.
Okay, sick. Yeah, let's okay, yeah, fuck it. I say we hand over the corpse. If shit goes south, we just start fucking pegging it.
Yes, that.
what it'll be, guys.
We're handing over the body. We still want them. We can get a bounty for this.
I say we
Crate
chop his.
stuff anyway. So
Okay, right. Can we very sneakily chop the corpse's hand off? Keep the little cross band.
You can try a sleight of hand.
Can I start dancing in the?
I'm going to leave it to Laurel because I assume she has a very good sleight of hand.
Possible. Yeah. Very good.
hang on, did we loot Obi?
Nope.
What? Fuck.
Should we go back to the bears?
Yeah, okay, I say we take the corpse, we drag it back and say, we'll be back to speak with you again, and then we angrily storm off.
You'll be hearing from our superiors.
Into the city or out?
No, out of the
Go
city.
back.
We need
Go
to
back.
fucking take the money off the corpses.
So you try and go back to the corpses. Okay. So, another 20 minutes and you kind of maneuver your way
Hang on,
through.
are we being followed?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Fuck me.
You don't know? It seems clear.
Why will you not click, you little shit? Oh, that's 20.
Yeah, there's two shield guards like they're like easily like 100 foot away from you, but all the time, and every time you turn around, they kind of just like look like they're like doing stuff. So they kind of look at their hands and look up at the sky and like start pointing at like corner roofs, like they're preoccupied with something else.
Have they got newspaper with like two holes cut in it?
It's almost the same sort of scenario.
There,
Mhm.
can I slip one of the coins into Summer's hand? You go one way, I'll go the other. We'll meet back at the bodies later. But Scarpa, if you need me, speak into this, and then we'll turn and go separate ways.
Okay, you're talking about the one of the stones that you
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, what? I'm very confused.
So Goplana hands you a palm-sized stone with a face carving on it, with a very large ear and a very large mouth as the image. So, who's going with Summer? Summer's just going off on her own, or?
I mean, I'd assume Laurel.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, me and Kegel
Two
go.
little pricks.
What?
What?
No.
So as you go off in your separate directions, you kind of do like a double back on yourself, Summer. I need you to make a nature check. Make a survival check.
17.
Okay. Yeah, fortunately you don't get lost. You can kind of keep your range where you can see the road, you can see the city, and you kind of just walk around aimlessly in like big weird wavy like circles. You keep going back and forth and in and out of like breaks in the road and so on. I've got Plana, you take
Don't you fucking dare.
the guys with you. 20 minutes you end up in the same location you was at before. There is only 2 of the 3 bears, and there is no dead bodies, but there is a lot of blood.
Oh.
Are both the guards following me?
As you look, I would need you to make another perception check as a few moments have passed. Another perception check, just because of a few more moments have passed. But you can have advantage because you know you are being followed. Yeah. yeah, you can see down by the main road, like off in the break of the woods, you can just about make out like portions of his armor.
Hello.
He kind of looks away, and then like starts walking at a fast pace in the other direction.
Mhm. Really good. Bye.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Simon, there's no bodies here.
Who's got the body?
I think it might be the same person who has the bear.
No. I meant who's got the dead body?
Oh, the dead body. I've got it over my shoulder.
Can I still see any of the guards?
Go ahead and roll another perception check. With advantage, because you know you're being followed.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, there's one like right at the end of the road by where you are, kind of. Leaning like casually, like, but
I'm gonna send Laurel on a nice sneak around, so that she's gonna go around and end up on the other side of him.
You're still just on like the outsider, like the residential area. So you're just on the outside of the outer wall residential area. So there are a handful of other, like public, like common folk around as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
Yeah. She thinks she's well hidden.
Yeah, she's
Any intention?
Oh, she's gonna now be the one following him. So he's following us, but she's following him.
Sure. Nice. Okay. Good to know. So, Goplana, the gang.
Are we being followed?
Idiot boy's just walked off back the way he came because he knows that we've seen him.
He's walked away, but now out of sight.
You're not being stealthy. Get back here.
Are we playing a game?
Yes, it's hide and seek. Go and find the guard, yeah?
Okay. Do you want me to kill the guard?
No. Just get him to come over here peacefully. Don't hurt him. Just.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Clarence, you're technically small, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm tiny.
How would you like to ride Kegger?
Oh fuck yeah!
I have a quick word with Kegger and say, he's only little, he's not wearing any armor, he might like get a bit excited and pull your hair, but you'll be alright, and like pat her on the head, and then say, there, she'll help you track him down. If you can't see him, you might be able to smell him.
Oh, okay. I just nuzzle myself into Kegger's. I kind of get on and just I'm not paying attention to.
I think Kegger rolls her eyes and then goes to try and, like, at the very least, give him a good scare, and then maybe he'll fuck off a bit further.
No, Kegger loves me.
Not you, the guard.
Yeah, even though, like, Clarence clearly is now way too preoccupied with the fact that he's riding Kegger.
I've been given a mission.
Kegger is like, nope, I know what I'm doing, and begins to, like, stalk and try and find. She like rushes off, like jogs off into the direction that the guard went. And in the distance you can hear a "Oh God, no, no, no!" and you hear like the running of like heavy plate armor in the distance, just getting further and further away.
I think she's all right.
You just hear me shout, Clarence just shout, "Kegger, no, no, not there!"
God. Okay, right. So these bloodstains, do they look like they're dragged anywhere, or does it look like someone's emptied a body onto the floor?
Like something's been dragged, but it's hard to distinguish without an investigation check, of course, which direction they're likely to go.
Can I assist?
Sure.
I would prefer if I assisted you, so you have advantage. I've only got a +1.
What am I doing? An investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Good night. In the
No,
morning.
no.
20?
Yeah. They kind of go into the woodland.
In the same direction that, because they had carts, the clasp, right?
Yeah.
Is that the same direction that the car tracks went?
Yep.
Hmm.
It's almost
Summer.
with a 20 investigation, you would probably surmise that
Oh.
they've clearly come back to clean up their own mess, so to say.
Is it because they heard someone had gone to the City Watch?
Within the time limit, it's too soon for that to have happened, but they probably were hiding from like you guys to leave the area so they could then clear the scene, because this is clearly like a place that they like to use on a regular basis. If anything was left here, it would probably cause them complications in the future as a location.
Did we leave the dead bodies of their compatriots?
We left one of them.
One of them, yeah.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's just behind like the box that was being the burlap sack that's far too large for anyone to carry, let alone two individuals. They were clearly being overzealous, thinking that they could just pack this bag with like tons of like rocks, and half of which aren't actually silver, they're just rocks that they've like found on the floor, but thought that they were probably fallen from one of the boxes and were stuffing the
Well, step one, make sure he's actually dead. Because I have a feeling we're going to be going into the lion's den, so to speak, not too long from now.
I mean, this is clearly a process. They whoever has taken the bodies, there's clearly like some other bits still around the area. They could be back any minute.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's hide.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see if they come collect their last corpse, and then if you turn into like a mouse or something, turn into a spider, get on the corpse, and just like hide in a pocket or something.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Oh, I'm gonna turn into a mouse, and it's my last one I can do for the day.
How long can you be a mouse?
I haven't got my books with me. I don't know.
It's an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on.
And are you land or moon? Or something else?
Land.
Land. It might be longer for land. I know that for... oh, no. Land is an hour. Moon might be longer.
Okay. So you turn into a mouse, say. Are you hiding? If you're hiding,
hang on.
please roll a stealth check.
Wild shape lasts half your Oh, I thought. Shut up, Reddit.
The amount of hours half to your level, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and both roll your stealth checks. If you're a mouse, do you get advantage for stealth in being a mouse? Being small? I'll give you advantage because they're not really looking for a mouse. They're like, for people. So both you, Chirac.
Yep.
Oh dear.
After a little while, I'm going to try and use my, I don't know, beast senses to try and get Kegger to come back.
Okay.
Presumably giving him a good scare.
I will say about half hour goes by before you do that and you come back.
Okay.
Can you hunter's mark me so you know where I go just in case?
That's such a good idea. Yep. Hunter's mark. And I now have advantage on survival checks to find, and I think I know the approximate direction.
Okay.
at all times. Let's double
Sure.
check though.
Sure thing. So as you all in this area, I'm guessing, Clarence, you return with Kega?
I've not left Kega. I'm still.
Okay. Then I would need Kega and Clarence to also do stealth checks.
From me as well.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Do I have advantage because I'm snuggling Kega?
No. If anything,
Okay.
you're not really paying too much attention about. Yeah, the
Well, yeah,
seven's
obviously, because I've got
perfect.
7.
Okay, good to know. Summer,
Flora.
about an hour, maybe 2 hours pass, and you don't hear anything back from the other half of the group. The guard kind of looks around. You see, in that time that passed, you see a really puffed out, like out of breath, like guard, like run through the residential area, and yeah, passing the other guard like watches one of his friends like run past him, and he kind of just goes, shrugs his shoulder and turns around. As he turns around, he almost falls over Laurel. Being so stealthy, he didn't realise that she was there, but kind of just passes between the gap in his legs, and he kind of just carries on in that direction. So it would seem that you're not being followed now, but about an hour or so, about an hour and a half has passed, and
Well, someone's gonna talk into this thing and just be like, is everything all right?
Jirak will, like as Lana said, now having the coin, say, yeah, we've got a plan. How far away are you from the the murder scene, I suppose?
Not a clue.
Oh, that's handy. I'm gonna try and like relay our location of like, I don't know, say landmarks, but like if there's, you know, where the sun is and sort of thing, try and figure out like how she can best get back to us.
So in that time, and you softly speaking into the stone, you hear the soft passes of like branches like being snapped and like leaves moving. You begin to see a swarm of hooded individuals. There's easily 50, maybe more, and they begin to pick things up and move and readjust and like begin to carry and clean, and you see some of them doing incantations where they're like cleaning up blood spills in the dry dirt, and you can see it like cleaning away as they do this sort of like spree. This is almost like a cleanup crew of sorts. 2 or so out of like the outer edge of this group kind of stop, walks close to the tree line. Here, something over here. And another 2 stop, move over. They come close to you, Clarence.
Me?
Yep. Can you make another stealth check for me?
Where's Cheyenne in all this?
I thought he was with Summer.
Yeah, okay.
I thought half of you would one way, half of you went the other. Thought it was a nice, easy balance.
I believe so, yeah.
14.
The other's like, what is it? I'm not sure. I think there's someone here.
No.
Do you respond? Okay. It's like they sort of kind of like step back and like reach for their blade and like palm out. It's like, who is it? Come out.
Can I cast minor illusion? So
Go ahead.
just as a bush.
As a bush.
Yeah.
Do an intelligence
I was
check.
gonna say, why doesn't Kega just like run away at high speed? And they're like, oh, it's just a wild animal. But no, let's stick with that one. Let's stick with the minor illusion idea.
So what do you want me to do?
An intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Bring it.
So you cast minor illusion and like you try and think of like the form you want to take as this bush, but what you forget to do is actually put leaves on the bush, and it's just like looks like you holding like a leafless twig, and you come out and they all kind of look and go, ah, it's just a kid. Yeah, what are you doing here, little boy?
Just went for a walk.
The woods are dangerous, you know. Not for kind like you.
I'm dangerous. Arr.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Well, telling would be telling.
Oh,
It's
I
our
like
little
secrets.
secret.
I like secrets. Can I
Perhaps-
help?
Well, you know what? Perhaps you can one day.
Oh, do you have a card?
No,
No, not a business card or anything. No, I could
but
contact
you
you.
could one day, perhaps,
Yeah?
when you're old enough.
Oh,
You come to Old Western and you ask for fetch.
fetch? I play
Fetch.
fetch with my puppy.
Yeah. This fetch is
You
a
look
different
dangerous.
kind of fetch.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you and him could be good friends.
Oh, I hope so. He seems like a really nice guy. I look at my wrist. There's nothing on it, but I say, oh, okay, it's time.
Yeah. You scram now, little one.
I will.
Take care.
You have fun. You're doing
Don't you
nefarious
fucking dare.
things.
And as that occurs, another two in the other further side's like, hey. And the other one kind of looks at him, like shrugs his hand and like points at his mouth as like makes out like you're a dumb shit, I've got no tongue kind of vibe. And he's like, something over here. And like another one out of the crowd like moves over.
What, towards me?
And no, they head towards where Goplana's hiding.
Oh.
If, Goplana
I'm on the
could make-
body, aren't I?
Sorry?
I'm on the body, aren't I?
On the body?
As a
Yeah,
mouse.
the dead body hidden in the body.
Oh, you're the little dead man. You're a little mouse.
Yeah.
Well, you're still with 13. There's okay, yeah, sure. So they come over to where the dead body is, and they're like, "Is that normal?" And the other's like, "You could from where you're hiding in the body, you can just like see partial fragments of these two like having like their altercation." It's like there's something inside it. It's moving. Oi, pass me your blade. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, don't screw me, don't screw me, don't screw me. Oh, yeah.
So you hear like the unsheathing of a blade, like a shing, and then you hear the and the body kind of jolts, and you hear the squelch as it passes through, and you see the shimmer of a blade path like at least 3 inches from where your nose is, and it wiggles around, and then you hear the as it passes out of the body. It's like, I don't know, I think I missed it. have another go. And I need you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck's sake. Oh, shit.
I'm going to try and signal to Kega to make, like, to roar, essentially, to make a loud noise.
Okay. First of all, let me do this.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
Hi, everybody,
Is it
welcome to
6 or
Jackass.
higher? Is your AC currently above 6?
Yes.
Okay. So it does like graze just past your nose, like a little bit closer. And it's like to the point where your nose is actually moving with the blade as it passes into the body, and then is quickly yanked from outside. It's like, did you get it? Go ahead and make another stealth
I'm
check.
gonna make it like as the blade goes in. Can I make it sound?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll a performance check.
As a rat. No.
It's quite convincing. It's like, yeah, that's it. Little vermin. Won't be bothering us no more. Shame about Jeff, though.
Fucking stabbed him twice. Yeah, shame about Jeff.
So, we better take him. And you feel like the body begin to move as a series of these hooded creatures are dragging him away. At this point, it would be Kega's roar off in the distance in the woods somewhere. And the body comes to a quick halt, and you, from the hole that you're in, you can kind of see that most of the hooded figures kind of look in the direction from where the roaring is coming from, and they kind of, a few of them drag their blade, and they're like, "Yeah, quick, let's tidy up, get out of here. There's all sorts of wild beasts in this woods." And a few of them like try and hurry along. They're like, "Leave the body, we'll take it last."
And now we wait.
Yeah, it takes a good like another hour for all of these to kind of pass through, and it's almost, you feel like that tingling sensation, Goplana, as your wild shape begins to feel like it's fading out, and all of the individuals like leave this expanse, and at the moment there's currently no one for a good sort of minute or two, and then you hear the, "Oh shit, the body, hurry." What do you do?
Oh fuck. Sod it. I'm gonna stay there.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you see another 10 or so individuals come from this tree line, and as two of them,
Just as it's, how long have I got on the wild shape left?
you've probably got about 5. Oh wait, you've probably got about a minute, maybe 2 minutes.
How long were they there for?
Hours.
Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna scamper off.
Okay. As these two
Into, like, the
individuals
bush.
pick up the legs and start to pull, and you scurry out from the body, they're like, "Oh fuck, shit! Was that a
Put
rat?
my tongue out as I go.
That rat just mocked you." Right, let's get rid of this body. And they drag it off into the dark of the abyss of the woods. It's by this point, it's late in the day, and it becomes like quite dark. You spent majority of your time getting here, doing what happened, going to Estron, coming back here, messing around with whatever was going on, and then hiding from this horde of bandits while they clear the area. It is, I would say, semi-dusk, like the sun is beginning to set.
Cool. Can I see if I can stealth after them as they go?
afterwards, as you begin to like chase them as a rat, you feel the tingling sensation become more critical, and you kind of bamf, and you just like stumble out into your human form again, or your half-elven form again. You can get up and try and find out where they went if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
Straight.
Straight survival. You kind of run into the woods on your own at this stage, by the seems of it. No one else seems to dash along with you. But you go off into the woods about 3, maybe 4 minutes or so, and you see this. You can physically see these footprints, and then they just begin to fade and vanish, and you find yourself in the woods, quite a ways from your friends at this point. You can see like the break in the trees where they are, but it's way off in the distance, and you can hear the very subtle trickling of like a waterfall. Not a waterfall, like a little stream of water that's just off to the side of where you've disappeared to, and you can see this little pool of clean water off in like just behind this sort of rocky, hilly part. It's only a very thin stream of water, but it's clean, it's clear.
Are we all following after, I assume?
I assumed you didn't, as no one mentioned.
Well, if Lana, like, as we said, bamfed out of mouse form, I feel actually we probably would have just kept in contact via coins and asked if we should come or if she's going by herself.
You mean
You're still
you mean the
still
one
got a
you
hunter's mark on.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have hunter's mark on you. Yeah.
How long does it last?
1 hour. Oh, it's 1
it's
hour.
probably faded.
Bollocks.
I mean,
Okay.
you guys in the expanse that you are in, like the sort of rubbly road, you can see through the woods. You can see just darkness at this stage. A few flecks of light here and there. Goplana, you can see from your perception. You can see their break in the woods where the expanse is, but you're probably about 3 or 4 minute walk from where they are. Next to a very seemingly clean water source.
So they're definitely by here. I can always get back to this point.
This is just a natural water source, like a small stream that seems to be running through this particular part of the wood.
And they're just keeping going in front of me, or do they go through the clearing and that's it?
The footprints kind of just fade before you get to that point. It's almost like their feet become less and less imprinted in the ground, which is strange.
Sod it, I'll go back. There's now a last I can do.
Okay, so it takes a few moments for you to come back out. You find yourself amongst your friends. It would be at this stage that Summer, given the instruction by Durek, you find your way, and Laurel and Cheryl, you find your way back to this same expanse. But you come back here and the ground's clear. There's no blood. The bears are like still stood there. It seemed that even a horde of 50 odd of these hooded figures weren't able to persuade them to move.
So, did you do what we came all the way back here to do?
Not quite.
Brilliant.
We would have struggled against the 11 we were fighting earlier, and this time there were about 50.
Oh,
Okay.
I made friends with them.
Oh yeah, how did that go, by the way?
Yeah, it was good. They said I could join them one day when I'm old.
So they're recruiting.
Yeah, they said I could speak to Fetch. They said when I'm old. And
Fetch.
yeah,
well, now we have a way in.
Yeah, I mean, we have some sneaky members of the group. I'm sure they wouldn't be.
they seem nice.
Hmm.
The only problem is there's going to be people in that group who know who I say out of character.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right. So, what do we reckon? Where do we reckon they were going? Like a sort of hideout outside the city walls?
Well, their footprints kind of disappeared out of like middle of nowhere. They just seem to disappear.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. We can either track them where I got, or we can, I don't know, go and talk to this Fetch guy.
Yeah, I don't think we want to talk to Fetch straight up, because from what I understand from Laurel, like the spirelings are going to be the ones that do the hiring if they're in charge of their little areas, and we don't want to be, you know, if the Fetch guy might be the spirling, we don't want to go straight to the top because that could backfire very quickly.
True. Just thought, where's that crate that we had?
Which crate?
The crate of silver.
You mean that you left here in this expanse?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You currently
There is the bag of some silver that was there, but
no, that's now gone after the 50 cleared this whole zone. The only things left here are the seemingly unmovable bears.
So it seems to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but over the last 2.5 hours, we've achieved some dead bodies.
You were the guy. You decided to go back to this expanse and not go into the city. That's your
we
choice.
killed 2 innocent men.
Killed 2 innocent men
and gained nothing. Well, did we at least get some of the silver? Because we spent so long trying to come up with an idea to smuggle it into the city.
Didn't we put some in the bag of holding?
So 4 large raw silver ore and 1 half silver ore.
Right. Well, someone put that in the bag of holding. I'm sure we'll remember it at some point.
Oh, and you got 50 silver pieces.
50 silver.
And a scimitar.
And a short bow and a good set of studded leather armor. Okay, right. So there were a fucking lot of them. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I had a to-do list. If we're gonna go into the city, you know, I had a couple of things I wanted to do. Personally, I don't want to go and fucking fight them guys because there's a lot of them.
That's not
And-
the attitude.
Well, Summer, you were hit by the guy that was in charge earlier, right?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I say we don't go in there right now. Maybe we, find something to help us. Find someone who wants to help us. Maybe get some new armor, new weapons. I think. I think our priority should be with bettering ourselves before fighting bad guys, because by trying to better ourselves, we can't get fucking killed. I cannot believe we literally have done nothing this session. I'm just going to get rid of my fucking notes. I'm deleting my session notes and saying we did nothing.
No, because I like reading your session notes.
Absolutely nothing fucking happened.
We did a lot of role playing and we grew as friends.
And it is all our fault. There we go.
I was hoping
All
to
because we
kind
didn't
of
loot a
reveal
body.
some additional hooks instead of like thinking, oh shit, now I've got to think of new hooks because you're not doing anything. I thought you would.
Okay, right. Okay, what are we doing now? No, we need to stop sitting here laughing. We need to get something done so it wasn't a complete waste of fucking time.
Go to the city.
Okay. So fuck this guy. I'm just gonna pick up the body that we still have with us and just like hock it as far as I can into the woods.
They took the body. We've got blood.
No, the one that I brought back.
That was the one.
The one that I was carrying. That was that.
I mean, you can't do a stealth check for a dead body, really.
Okay. Well, there's nothing fucking stopping us now. Let's just walk into the city. Who cares? Come on, I've got some stuff to do.
If that guard is racist to me again, I'm going to punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah, I'll punch him with you. I want to spend the night in jail.
It's free accommodation.
So, back to the city. The sun does finally set, so it is now dark. You are able to find a tavern. There are many in the city, any of which you can choose to stay at. Well, let me just bring up the list and I will tell you what they are.
I thought someone rage quit for a second.
So, there are 4 main known taverns. There is the Wayward Pony, the Puddle Muck Tavern, the Grazed Knee, and the Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn.
I like the sound of the Sun-Kissed.
That is in the residential ward.
What was the first one?
The Wayward Pony.
Let's go to the tavern and inn.
The Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn in the residential ward. So it does take you quite a while to get there, from the outside to the inside of the thing. Let me pull up. You would have come in from this location.
Lovely.
So it takes you a good part of an hour, maybe hour and a half, to get to the residential area or the resident ward. But you do find the Sun-Kiss Tavern and Inn. And as you enter The smell of stale ale fills the air, and you are greeted with a half-orc.
Oh.
And he's like, bit late in the day for new guests. What you doing here? Need a room?
Yes, please. We've had a long day.
Sure.
We've achieved nothing today.
Well, as my mum always says, chin up. Tomorrow is a new day.
Probably achieve nothing tomorrow.
Rooms of 5 gold. How many rooms do you need?
How much are the rooms?
Rooms of 5 gold.
Oh, God.
That includes a hearty meal and a breakfast.
You know what? No, I'm making the executive decision. What's the biggest room you have?
They're all the same.
Fucking idiot.
Okay, well, the one that's got the most airflow into it will have that one and nothing else. We have earned no money today. We are hemorrhaging coin.
What, so we can jump out the window?
No, best airflow, because it's going to get fucking stuffy if we're all in there.
Well, you most certainly do sound like you've had a bad day. This guy is like dry and like really, there's nothing.
I forgot to say yes.
And he's like, if you're hard up, make sure you see me in the morning. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement if you
We
need
can
a
just
place
pay
to
you.
rest.
Oh, no, mate. Here, 5 gold. You can have it.
Okay.
I'm
He kind of
stingy, but you know what?
gives
Stop
you a
it.
single. He gives you a single iron key and points up the stairs. Okay.
Can I check his arm to see if he's got...
Sorry.
Can I check his arm to see if he's got any sort of class
Yeah,
insignia upon his
go
person?
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Six.
It's hard to tell. He's got very dirty hands.
Oh.
So as you go up the stairs, you unlock your door to your room, and you're able to rest up. It's a very narrow room. There are 2 beds, 2 single beds, and space on the floor just about. So it's very cramped. But you managed to rest up, and that is where we will finish up.